chat, and we'll do all the things. Gag, laugh, all of it, have a deep conversation. We're about to get into it all. So y'all know why y'all here. It is the Unbiased Opinion channel with my girl, Shay Renee. Okay, y'all see the name? And we're going to talk about Love Marriage Huntsville. We're going to get into this Carlos King interview with the Fletchers and how Diddy World is crashing down. Baby Cassie has opened the flood gates. She'll open up Pandora's box. Baby, she done done it all. She'll rip out the plastic. She done everything.
Are we talking about that first?
No, we're going to save her for later.
Oh, okay.
You got some things to get into.
I got that, but okay.
We're going to save her for last because we got a lot to get into. So y'all know what we like to do. We like to wait till the 5-minute mark. Let YouTube do its thing. If you haven't hit that like button, what you waiting on, go ahead and drop down in the comments so we can know who we're talking to. And do us a favor. Share it out. It's so easy. It's so simple. And it's free.
Yep. That's it.
So we got all the preliminaries out the way and announcements. What you up to, Shay? What you thinking? How you feeling for tonight?
I'm feeling like I'm going to use tonight as my review for Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine.
Oh, I am too. And for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
His hood on. Why he doing that?
He want to be seen. He want to be incognito, okay?
That is... Oh, I thought you were Christina. So I'm supposed to be coming over here too. But yeah, so I haven't done any of the reviews for Married to Medicine. So we just, you know what? I think when we talk about it tonight, we need to just kind of roll through episode 1 through 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back and do timestamps. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that'll be my review.
I'm not mad at it at all because I think I'm kind of like that way with Love Marriage Huntsville. I don't think I'm going to do separate videos. When we come here on Tuesday, this is going to be my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is what I got to give, okay?
I know.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
This is going to be the review.
I will say, I'll save it for when we talk about it, but I've been enjoying Not Seeing the Skies.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it. Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it at all.
At all.
I'm not mad at it. And, okay, yeah, you're right. I'll save for when we go into that because I do have a thought about that as well. Okay, so y'all come on in.
You here, Christina? Look. She is downstairs. I heard her voice.
Christina's not here. Christina's not here.
We had a good time. We went to Kitchen and Cocktails earlier. That food, oh my God. I don't know.
Really good.
It was so good. I don't know how I made it to the gym. Like, I had 2 cocktails. First of all, the presentation of the cocktail. A1.
Okay.
Like, A1. The service was good. Like, but if you ever go out to eat with me, the bill is crazy. Like, it was 3 of us. And I'm ashamed. Our bill was almost $600.
Damn, did you buy the restaurants? What the world?
What is wrong with? Cause see, we do stuff like, oh, I want to have some of this. Oh, that look good too. Like we never gonna come back. Like we just
like it's going out of business.
We don't never be like, let's just, we're gonna try that next time. We like, no, we got to have it right now.
$600, friend. Oh my gosh.
It was 3 of us. It's 3 of us.
So $200 a piece.
Pretty much.
Ma'am.
The food was very good.
They're originated in Dallas, right?
I think so.
I feel like they are. Every time I go to Dallas, I always say I want to
you've got to go. It is
try them, but they always book. Always. It was hard to get a reservation every time I go. So I heard that they were really good though.
It is. The ambiance is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's pricey because I did go to DC. You know, I live in DC, so DC
Mm-hmm.
extra tax for everything your
Yeah.
mom doesn't too. So yeah, the drinks were good. We had like 5 drinks because me and my sister had 2 apiece, and then my friend only had 1.
Okay.
1, 2. We had 3 appetizers. We had our meals,
Mm-hmm.
and then the dessert for my sister for her
Okay.
birthday. So it wasn't. I mean, we didn't have like a crazy amount of. Maybe we did. Maybe we did.
It was $200.
What
Two
was
zero zero.
now? Now you're making me really rethink my choices. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm like, I want to.
At least you thought about it for a hot second before, I'll give you that. You thought about it for a hot second.
I love to eat. That's my problem.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it at
Mm-hmm.
all. Okay, friend, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into a shout out to Blissfully Evolving. She said, "All Shun and Shay, I hope y'all come on through tonight."
Yes, ma'am.
So far, y'all drop down in the comments and let us know how we're sounding. Friend, I figured out what was wrong.
What happened?
I did not have my freaking mic plugged in all the way. I didn't realize it literally, actually, when I went live Sunday morning.
Oh.
Because I hadn't done another live since we were together last week. And when I went live Sunday morning, I was like, this is why my mic was going out. So y'all let us know how we sounding so far. What's up, G baby? Who baby? Hello. Just listening. Hello. Sounds good. Perfect. That's all I want to know. All right. Side note, we didn't talk about Bell Collective. You want to throw them in there real quick?
Oh, please.
Okay. So let's go ahead and open up with Bell Collective. That's how we gonna open up. So y'all, we're gonna touch on a lot of stuff, but it's only so much we can put in our title. So there you have it. Anyway, Bell and the Collectives, okay? We'll be on. Are they gonna come on Friday since it's after Thanksgiving?
You said what now?
Are they coming on Friday this week?
No, I don't think.
Okay. So we have the Bells and the Collectives, and y'all know we went live about this on Sunday morning. I did 1 and 2 combined, and I told the people, friend, that Letitia was the snake. I told them that 4 months ago.
Period.
That Letitia was the snake.
She is fake. Very, very. She is the type of person that will smile in your face, give you a deep hug, let you lay your head on her bosom, but then you going and meeting with people to talk about Tambra's ex-boyfriend that she has a restraining order against.
Thank you.
And going and you saying that it was worse than what it was for this brunch, when clearly everybody was clapping for Latrice. People loved her at that brunch. She was probably the best thing that happened to your brunch.
And what? You know who Letitia remind me of?
Who?
Ashley from Potomac, because she doesn't raise her voice, because she talks a certain way, and they're being shady the entire time. She reminds me of Ashley a lot, and that's what Letitia do. And we had already talked about this when it first came on, but if this is an event for entrepreneurs, they're having the same thought. This isn't a singles mamas club. This ain't no therapy session to where the people will feel slighted. This is a event for freaking women who wants to be entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So that's their thought. I don't want to work a freaking 9-to-5 job.
Period. Let me tell you something. I said this in my review. If you wake up and say, there is 90% of the population, I'm going to go ahead and jump off the bridge and say it. 90% of the population wakes up to go to work, not hunky-dory. They're not getting up saying, You know what I can't wait to do? Go to work. I
Yes.
wait to go to work. I
Yep.
wait to go to work and hug my coworker. I'm going to bring coffee for everybody because I love it so much. Nobody's doing that.
Nobody.
Like, and then and most of the world is not doing anything that's like totally changing anybody's lives. And
Correct.
so even doctors and lawyers, they have a lot of stress on them. So maybe
Mhm.
they wake up and be like, you know what, I'm making a difference in the world. But are
Yep.
they so excited to go to work today? Probably not.
Nope.
Probably
Everybody get tired. Everybody get a little piece of break out. It's
exactly.
a lot to get up, attack this traffic, deal with these
Yes.
people. So only thing that I felt like that they probably should have said something to Latrice about was how she was throwing them drinks back. Now that part, okay, y'all got something to talk about.
But you gave her
But you gave it to her, correct?
right when she pulled up because first of all, what type of coach are you, Letitia? Because you know that she has anxiety. She's coming to you for speaking assistance, right? She
Mm-hmm.
problem speaking publicly. You know that. So
Yep.
why give her alcohol? That gives a true lack of a testament to your
Who
coaching
she is. Yep.
because
Mm-hmm.
that would have been the time for her to shine. And you be like, you know what? Y'all like the way Latrice spoke today?
Mm-hmm.
I helped her.
Yep.
Y'all,
It was almost like a setup.
yeah, it was a setup.
It because you know how she is, and you know she's nervous. I do feel like it was a setup. I'm not mad at Latrice, for what she said. It didn't bother me then. It don't bother me now, and
No.
I wasn't even in the crowd. So I do feel like they're looking for any reason to kind of just be mad at Latrice. Um,
Letitia is a chronic kisser of the ass of Marie. That's what it is. All of this stuff, you notice how she kept on saying, and I sacrificed my friend.
yep, she did.
I done did all, I've been having your back going against my friend. So what Letitia found out is, you know what? You know what? I make more money. I have more opportunities being Marie's friend. She about to get me an apartment. She goes with my shenanigans and my lies on the show.
She followed blindly.
None of that is real, okay? Because you wasn't about to get you no apartment because you wasn't about to leave
Thank
LaBoo. You wasn't about to do that. You were about to do whatever it takes to stay on this show. So
you.
with the shenanigans, Latrice is not. She's tired of you lying. That's why she told Tambra, and people don't notice. She told Tambra that before.
Yeah, they told me that Sunday that she had already went
Yeah.
to Denver. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so she said the juice ain't worth the squeeze with Latrice. So I'm gonna go ahead on here and jump on the bandwagon of Marie. And I just don't understand this whole what does Letitia do?
Nothing. I don't know if she knows what she does. I'm like, baby, you in this empty office building. What happened to her secretary assistant that she had last season? Where that lady go?
She couldn't afford to pay her to be fake no more. That's what
Where
that
that
was.
lady go?
What are you making?
Okay.
Because she okay. So I work my full time job. I work in the construction field, right? I work
Mm-hmm.
closely with it. You're not a real estate agent. The last time I checked. Why are you finding houses for Marie and then connecting her with a contractor?
Girl,
After you gave her the contractor, now your job is done. You're obsolete. Now I'll get me a real estate agent to find me some space. Like, did you decorate the house? Like, what did you do? What is the link for you to be?
thank you. I said the same thing. I said, first of all, when y'all go in business together? Second of all, when did you ever say that you were in this type of field of construction, realtor, whatever the case may be? Like, where did this come from? And I feel like she's just and let me say this, even if this was a bright idea, a business that they came together with, I feel like it should have been talked about.
Right.
So it don't look like, oh, we've been doing this all along, but you ain't. Because when we first met you, friend, on the scene, you was a stay-at-home mother.
Period.
like your other friend Letitia over there in the Huntsville. You were a stay-at-home mother.
How is she such a boss now, though? That's what I want to know.
They all become bosses when they get on TV. Everybody becomes a boss when they get on TV.
How is she making money? That's what I just want to know that. I need to know, how are you making money? How are you paying rent in this office space? Like, what are you doing?
I
Like,
think that
oh,
whatever Carlos paying them, this is, oh, I hate to say this, but I feel like this may be the most money she's probably ever seen because she wasn't working. He was working. And they in Jackson, Mississippi, so I know the cost of living ain't high.
mm-hmm.
They are kissing cousins in Tennessee. You know, they just in Mississippi. Jackson is right at an hour outside of Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
They're really close to us.
So I again, we're still puzzled. Are you a consultant? Are you a real estate agent? Are you a designer? What are you doing? Here at the Letitia Pearson Institute, we just say we're doing shit just to say we did. And
So
put
what do you think about her as in Letitia telling everybody, oh, she were my event. And oh, she over here telling people we're just co-workers. And oh, you know, and I'm like, Letitia, how dare you say these things and you're treating everybody the exact same way? Just because you haven't actually said the words, we're just co-workers, you're doing the same thing. Because you're
exactly.
stirring up all the mess.
Are you friends with Akeisha? No.
No.
Are you friends with Tambra? No. Are you only person you hang out with is Marie?
On
None
purpose.
of those have filmed together. Like none of them are like all together doing anything. So it's collective is very not they're not collecting scenes together.
No.
Okay. And this whole, and I'm sorry to say it, this whole Tambra and Latrice thing is very fake to me. Because it's like, girl, now you like, all right, well, I ain't got nobody else to film with. So hey
And
Tambra.
you can tell that's what it is because both of them are on the outs. So they really don't have no choice but to kind of link up with each other because they on the outs with everybody.
Yeah.
And I can, even with Tambra, her so Gucci was cool. But I said this Sunday, I feel like she picked the side and it was Selena. And I ain't mad at her for that, you know.
I wouldn't either. They need to just go on and bring Selena on the show because
Yeah.
she is not Gucci. It's not even giving Prada. It's not even giving Tarjay. Okay, get out of here. That's what you do. You and your mother-in-law. That's
I
over.
hated that scene.
I hate it.
I hated
What kind
that
of
scene.
circuit are y'all running over here? Because that's what that was. That was so. If that's how they really act, that is. It was giving fake to me. It was giving very overproduced. You
Very much so.
down on the floor pulling the
Girl,
plate.
I hated that scene.
Lady, get out. Get out.
And you can tell it's for storyline because Mama look good.
She does.
Mama look good. She talking good. She moving along. Mama look like she going to everybody hole in the wall with her
Yeah.
drink in her hand, smoking her cigarettes. She like she smokes cigarettes. If she don't, sorry, Mama. But you know that's what it's giving, and it's like, oh, come on over here and do this with us, blah blah blah. And for what? And she crawling all on the ground. Like, what does this have to do with coffee?
Nothing.
What are we doing?
Nothing. And Gucci, you're not that busy where you couldn't make your mother-in-law a cup of coffee if she asked for it. Let's just keep it a buck. You not selling the properties is not selling. You're not selling as much as you acting like you selling. Let's make that very clear. She wants to the bottom line with Gucci is she wants to seem so appealing because she feels like this is my show. Okay, this is my opportunity. This is what I'm doing. Selena, you and your daughters, y'all had the dancing dolls, whatever y'all did that. Y'all had y'all time to shine on TV. Now it's my turn, and I don't want you guys crowding my space. And I think that her husband, Jay, he still loves Selena. That's what I think. I think he still loves her. I think he got to a point where it was like, okay, now I'm looking dumb. I have to leave her.
Mm-hmm.
Because allegedly she was cheating or doing whatever she was
Right.
doing. You know, he as a man, he was like, I can't just be sitting around and we on TV. I don't want this stuff to get out and I'm looking stupid. So
Right.
that doesn't mean that he don't still love her. And Selena
Right.
still look damn good.
She do. She
Yeah.
look good. She look good. I'm
And
mad at So Gucci. I like her. I think for me, when it comes to So Gucci, I think that she needs to stop trying to prove
yes.
that you're this girl.
And you're not.
And that's my only angst when it comes to So Gucci, because I think she can be funny. I think that she can be fun. She done said some stuff that I thought like, oh, okay, it's kind of funny, you know. But I think if she just go in and just be So Gucci versus trying to prove like I'm this girl, everybody bow down when I walk in, you know, I think it'll give a better. I think she'll come off a little bit more likable. That's just me.
Girl,
You don't think so?
you are a 55-year-old woman with braces. Girl, stop.
55?
You're not that girl. I don't know if she's 55 or not, but from the looks of these old hags in this group that's coming down on Latrice, the young one, I need them to get somebody. You know what? Stormy need to come to this show.
Didn't I say that last season? I said,
Stormy needs to come to this show. That's what
I said it Sunday. Stormy would do better on Bell
yeah,
Collective. She needs to leave Love and Marriage Huntsville.
she need to
She
leave it
needs to
alone.
leave.
And I think she lives in Mississippi, really. I don't think she lives in Huntsville.
Oh, okay. Now I know in the beginning when it all came out, they wanted her on Bell Collective
Mm-hmm.
originally, but I think she ended up moving to Huntsville. And
Oh,
they said they weren't gonna go back and forth.
okay.
But I feel like she's so much better suited
I think so.
over there. And to have Latrice and Stormy together,
Yeah, I love it.
I would take it any day.
I would love it. That would be great. Because Stormy in this group, all this trying to bring to people together in Kumbaya, which Stormy, you think you're slick. It's okay for you to bring. I didn't say this in my review, but I thought about it after I watched it again. It's okay for you to bring Kiki and Tiffany together, but when Mel did it, it was a problem. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it was resolved. Like I really think you guys still have a problem. But I think she can take all that shit that she tried to do in Huntsville over there, and that way she can break down the fakeness of those women.
Yeah.
She a nightmare for Letitia and Marie.
Oh, I believe. Oh my God, her and Latrice together
Yeah.
would run that show,
Yes, they would.
and her personality fits more
Yeah.
at Bell Collective. I
Yeah.
feel like over there at Huntsville with this group
Mm-hmm.
of people, they, you know, even with Letitia Scott, she tried to be this prim and proper person.
Mm-hmm.
Melody, you know, prim and proper. Then you have Kim. She do stick out like a sore thumb over
She
there,
does.
and I think that's why Kiki stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think her personality would do way better over there. Candy says those ladies would eat Stormy alive.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so either.
Mm-mm. No.
I think her and Latrice together will run circles because Letitia Peterson is gonna still try to play the game like, oh, I'm so happy go lucky. I just want everybody to hug and get along. She's still gonna play that role.
And Stormy gonna be like, don't play it like that. Don't play
Yeah.
me. Cause that's fake. I don't be doing no fake shit. I can see her.
Yeah, Stormy be over. But Latrice is like that.
Yeah.
Latrice is like that.
Yep. Yep.
She be about to cry dang near in every scene. The tears don't fall, but she dang near be about to cry in every scene.
I'm about to cry because I don't want to hurt you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Stormy, she crying because she want to fight. That's what I would love. Oh my God.
I think she should leave. I said it. I
Yeah.
think they should. And they friends for real. This ain't no, we
Yeah.
just came together because of a show.
Mm-hmm.
They're friends for real.
Yep. Yep. Because she was doing Latrice's hair.
Yeah.
She used
Mm-hmm.
to do her hair. Like, it was old pictures Latrice had posted.
Yep.
Stormy did her hair years ago.
Yep.
I was like, wow. How things have changed.
And both of them are millionaires. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
For them to start in humble beginnings and where they at now, I'm
Yep.
here for it. I'm mad at it.
I'm with it.
And then that'll really get on their nerves because they some real millionaires for real.
Yep.
Oh, man. Marie Monroe would be crying every day, fussing.
Even though she got a lot of money, because I think her money is more invested in real estate, which has more capital.
Mm-hmm.
Still has more money than Marie, though.
Oh, I got kicked out.
Oh, you out? Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My camera went out and I can't turn my camera back on. I'm here, y'all. I don't know what happened.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I have no clue what happened. Candy said she does not fit.
Oh, you back?
Yeah.
I can see you.
She does not fit on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the temperament of Mel and the other ladies are a lot milder than the high heads on Bell Collective, Marie, Akeisha, Gucci, etc. I'm with you, Candy. I see you. So speaking of Love and Marriage Huntsville, child, let's go ahead and segue over there into them. I don't feel like this episode gave a lot. Mm-hmm. And y'all know who my girl is. Miss Nell.
Yeah.
Baby, she coming in like a wrecking ball. And I'm here for her and her family. And them loud kids are coming in like a wrecking ball. And for me, I feel like that was the biggest takeaway. I was telling Shay this behind it. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think. But I was saying, looking at Chris and Nell's dynamic of their children and blended family, and you know how one of the kids feels slighted over the other kids, I was like, this is almost an insight to what may go down between the host and Little Knox on both sides. As to where, you know, if Martell begins to spend more time with Knox and not with the other four, or if he spend more time with the four and not with Knox, I feel like it's almost a little insight of what they may have to look forward to, because being an outsider, your perspective is always going to be different.
Yeah.
It's always going to be different. And I think that's what Lexi is going through.
Yeah, and I was saying behind the scenes that I think it's different. Like, I think Knox is just a tool for Martell to use him to taunt ever so lightly his other children through taunt his ex-wife through his children, like putting him on the internet, knowing that the other kids can't be on Instagram,
right,
their mother's stories or whatever. So Knox is going to realize this stuff when he gets older, because they're going to be close, because they have to be around him, right? They have to, because Elle is not going to let him not get them children, because she like, listen, this 4 damn kids. You gonna get these.
You get them.
Okay,
come to get them. I ain't mad at them. Come on, get these children.
So they will grow up and they're going to tell him things. And as he gets older and gains his own perspective, he's going to see the stuff that their father is doing. And he look at him with disgust. And he's going to feel some type of way that, dang, I am a part of some foolishness.
Yep.
Now, he's always going to love his mother because that's his mother.
Correct.
But he is going to see, dang, this is really effed up. You know,
I think both kids, even the center 4 and Knox, I think both of them going to have a strange perspective on things. And that's why I was like looking at it. I'm like, this is a sneak peek of what they're about to go through, in my opinion. Now, not fully, because I'm not saying Mel and Martell get back together. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in the sense of both the 4 and the little baby Knox,
Mm-hmm.
both of them going to swap stories. And
Yep.
when they get to swapping stories, it's gonna be like, oh wait, he did this. Wait, well, my daddy didn't do that. Oh well, he missed my birthday. Oh, because he was over there at your birthday. It's going to become a thing.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Oh, I came because I was born right after you.
Yeah.
Gonna call her Milani. I'm sure he ain't gonna call his sister Sugar Mama.
Right, he's gonna call her by her name.
They
Mm-hmm.
graduating around the same time, probably going together. Like it's just a lot that's going to happen when they grow up. But the difference between Knox and Lexi, I think Lexi is just a chronic woe is me person. She gives me that.
I
Like
agree with that.
everything you complained about was of monetary
Value. Yeah.
You didn't say, Dad, you didn't come for my prom. Or
Correct.
you didn't show up for my graduation. Or you never took me out to eat. Or you never spent time with me. Or like, she wasn't saying stuff like that. Or she was like, I never said, I don't know my siblings. I never got to play with them at the play. Or like, me and my siblings never went skating together. Or we never hung out. Or what, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She say none of that.
And I think she have a very jaded perspective because she was the outside child. She wasn't in the house.
Different mother. Which I for that. You're gonna have a different experience. Right?
And it's always gonna be the case. It's no matter what you think, and you can think in your mind all day that they get better treatment. And I think that's what she's seeing because y'all over here, but I'm still over there, or I'm only coming over here on the weekends, or I'm only coming over here, twice out the month. It's always gonna look like it's glitter and gold when it probably really ain't.
Yep.
It's just some glitter on some ish. Really, that's all it is. But in her perspective, and if nobody ever, don't let her have her mama be a bitter baby mama. That's really adding more on it. I think so too.
I think her mother is in her ear. There are many situations. Look at somebody made a good point. Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac. How it was like, I don't even want your dad at your wedding. I don't want
or the
brother at your wedding or whatever.
Yep.
Like, girl, what? That's Are you kidding me? That's my brother. That's my brother.
That's the brother.
Go and kick rocks. Like, and the boy is older than her, I think. Is he older than Candace?
Yeah, he's older.
So he was around before. It's not like he was a product of cheating on you. You knew about him. So what is wrong with you?
Yep.
You don't want her daddy. That's what it's sounding like to me.
That's all. And the money and everything that came with it.
Yeah, so I'm just like, this is probably that situation where the mother is probably over there like, they got
married her. Yep.
A BMW.
Yep.
Get you one. Don't even know how the kids got the Mercedes and the BMW.
And don't know anything. I agree.
But Nell gave you that $22,000. She definitely did give you that.
But you ain't talking about that though.
You're not. They showed up to your wedding uninvited and showed up and showed out for you. Why are you not inviting your dad to your wedding?
Your own daddy.
Who walked you down the aisle, man?
He probably did last minute. But again, that's why I said he.
Uh-oh. Child, we done lost Sean.
There I go.
There you go. I was like, girl, what?
Now I was just. Don't y'all stream y'all. Get your life.
I said, wait a daggone minute. I can't do it by myself now.
Y'all, I can't get back on camera. It'll flip back on when it's ready, y'all. It'll flip.
It's okay. Oh, there you go.
I'm surprised. I'll be the Jack in the Box today. I will go in and pop back out. All right. Here I am.
Sound last week. Now it's visuals this week.
But we're gonna push through.
Child. But Lexi, also her sitting up there cussing them out the way that she did.
That was
my God. Very disrespectful. And the way that Chris ran out there after her, that made me feel like, oh, child, it done happened again. I'm gonna keep talking, y'all. She gonna come back. The way that he ran out there to get her, it makes me feel like that's something that he does all the time.
Run after her.
Running after her, trying to make it better, trying to talk to her about what's going on, like trying to make sense of it. And even they asked her, like, Lexi, what's your problem? Like, what is your problem? Why are you so upset? What have we done to you? She goes back to materialistic things. Oh, we didn't get to go on vacation together. I never went up, but it was a work event. Why would they invite you? None of the other kids was there. Now we can't hear you. You muted. You're on mute. Yeah, you're muted.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
I think my internet is going out. I don't know what's going on because it keep saying my internet is flipping in and out. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, I agree because none of the kids was there. Lexi will only have an argument if they were there.
Right.
Nobody was there. And you're trying to make an issue out of something where there is none.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just say you invited them, but my invite got lost in the mail. Like, now you got a point. That wasn't the case.
No.
It wasn't the case. Candy said seeing him run after him makes her feel as if he's proving his love for her. Yeah. And I think she do like to play the victim, and I see that one too, Lee. I think she want to play the victim. She do definitely have the woe is me complex, because she was the child that was living outside the house. So she's gonna always have that y'all did this and never came and got me type situation. So I agree they do need to go to counseling.
I do too. I've learned, I'm going to give, you know what I'm going to do? This was one episode, one scene with the family. I'm going to give Lexi the benefit of the doubt until they go to counseling. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because the counselor is going to be able to poke holes in whatever is going on or bring it up to the surface. Like it could be some things that she's maybe in her memory, that's the sharpest thing that, the materialistic stuff is sounding like that, but really I'm upset. I just say that because that's what's going to hurt you the fastest in the argument. But I'm really sad that my father didn't teach me how to drive. Or I'm really sad. And these are hypotheticals. I don't know.
I understand. Yeah.
My father was in the military, so I didn't get to be around him a lot. But y'all got to be around him.
Yep.
You know, he started having kids and a new family once he got out of the, and I lost a lot of that time. But they know how him and the mama got together.
And I was about to say that too, because at this point, she made up whatever story she have in her head, and because she's been saying this for 20 years, I feel like she don't know what the truth is anymore.
Right.
And I do feel, and let me be fair, I feel like she may have some valid points in certain arguments that she's bringing up. I hear her that. But I also feel like she'll probably ran with a narrative for so long that she don't even know what the truth is anymore. Just like when Nell had to bring out, you keep saying this about a car, but you're not telling the table that I gave you 20 bands. You ain't saying that though.
Nope.
Your stepmama dropped off, not your man. Your stepmama dropped off 20 bands.
Exactly. And you know what? In that interview with Carlos King, Nell did say maybe Lexi is feeling some type of way because for the 2 years that we were separated, I didn't have any communication with her. And so maybe she felt like she could lean on Nell. And during that time, you know, she saw her siblings living it up in luxury cars and Nell talking to her. So she wasn't, you know, Nell is really the one that's filtering out the money to the kids, not Chris. Oh, I'm not getting these benefits anymore because now my mother-in-law, my stepmother, not mothering me anymore because now she's me away because my daddy got thrown away.
Yeah. And I think that is a sad thing because you were a stepchild. So if they would have actually went through with the divorce,
Mm-hmm.
it probably would have been curtained down. I mean,
Sadly.
sadly enough, it kind of happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. I kind of do agree with that.
Yeah,
What's up, Simply said not to always feel like the outside kid because the four get to go home to their mom together without him. There's already a bond between the four.
I agree.
I agree too. I think that outside thing is gonna be very hard for them, and I feel like both of them gonna feel it. All of them really gonna get the short end of the stick because, like I said, they both gonna swap stories,
Absolutely.
and
100.
they're living in a time to where everything is on social media.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everything is on social media, so all they have to do is type it in, boom and bam, it's gonna be at their fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Big.
There we have it. I'll touch on this a little bit. I thought Neil and Chris were separating when Lexi was a child, not a young adult who needed a car. They didn't really talk as far as
When.
age and when it happened, but I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? Their story is
Unfolding.
unraveling right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see. I
Yeah,
was
we'll see how I go.
excited. Whatever their story is, I'm excited to see it. And in that interview, girl, I wanted to call her manicure Nell. I'm trying not to say that. Nell said that Carlos King has been wanting to get them on the show for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it's showing me that he really want to get rid of them damn Scots. He's trying to test the audience to see if the fulfill that space.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope I'm right. But she said
Yeah.
she couldn't film and she wasn't in the right mindset to be on TV because her mother was she had passed away unfortunately in 2019.
Right.
So her were like taking turns taking care of the mother, while in conjunction with that, she's trying to help Mel and Martell get through their marital issues.
Right.
And she talked about Mel being like a tornado around their house throwing shit.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something.
I said, what?
This was the best interview from the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why. I feel like they was very transparent. They were
honest.
open. I like the fact that neither one of them threw shade at nobody. I feel like neither one of them tore anybody down to lift themselves up. And I honestly feel like Carlos was baiting both of them.
Yes.
To say something.
Yes.
He was about to call the Scott's name by saying, well, you already said if you around a certain group of people in the let me not say nobody's name, but he was already baiting him to kind of allude to say that Marceau out here cheating. And the same thing, I think he tried to bait Miss Nail too by saying, when you and Tisha had that conversation, what did you think that she was trying to say, or however he worded it? And she was like, what I said in the show is still what I believe. I think she wanted to have a conversation or was looking for some advice. But I like the fact that Nell said what she had to say without.
Sean. She'll be back. Don't worry. There she is. It's okay.
The devil is busy. The devil is busy.
Like a surprise. You leave and then you come back.
Pop back out.
You'll always come back.
I always come back. I would never leave my friend. I will always come back, okay? But yeah, I feel like he was trying to bait both of them into saying something. And I'm glad that neither one of them fell for the okie doke.
You know what? I loved when Miss Nell, because he kept on trying to do that thing that he did with Martell, where he's like, well, Mel wasn't giving you enough sloppy toppy or whatever. So that's why you went out and was looking for your 20% or whatever, 18%.
Mm-hmm.
Blah. And Miss Nell said, let me tell you something.
Let me jump in.
Mel was, I was,
Suck it. Girl,
and
that was
he was a lot, and they was still cheating. Okay, she was like, Mel was doing a lot of things. Okay, it wasn't, that ain't got nothing to do with it. If you gonna cheat, you gonna cheat, and that ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all not gonna blame us for that. That is not. And Chris, I loved this about him. He stepped in and said it was my fault.
and I like the fact that he never said, I would never say it was her.
Yes. And he said, I was immature. I own that. It's not her fault. It's never her fault. And I did that because I was immature. I made poor choices. I'm so glad he said that because Martell, you big dummy, little buddy. Little buddy. You should have done that.
Yep.
Maybe if you did that, you might not be divorced.
And I think that's where Nell and Chris come in there, where they was trying to tell them, like,
yeah.
And I think, and Nell made a good point too, which I wasn't mad at. And he said, along with the sucking of the you know what, baby, she only doing this because she want the spot. Now, as soon as she get the spot, she gonna get tired because don't nobody want to walk around with it in their mouth every day. Like she said it, and she was like, and I told Martell this.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the fact that they were open, they were honest. I love the fact that she was hilarious to me.
She was.
I like it, but I did like Miss Nell. When Miss Nell came on the scene, I said, babe, I'm here for it.
I love me some Miss Nell.
I'm here for it.
Is very, she is original, straight, no chaser. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. She said what she had to say. She didn't bite her tongue about it. It was like, next. Next question.
What'd you say?
She was pretty much sitting up there like, okay, next question.
Yeah, next question.
I said what I had to say.
People, when they watched the interview, they were like, I don't like that Carlos is constantly asking them about the infidelity because that could really create resentment. I think they have truly healed from that.
Yeah.
And I think that Chris had the chance and he's not going to screw it up again. He knows what he has. And he's not going to screw it up for some young bopper that ain't got nothing. That's just going to be coming and trying to take all your money. Your wife contributes to y'all wealth.
Yeah. And I agree too, to the point to where she was, when Nell's, she was honest. She was like, it still hurt.
Yeah.
It still hurt that he did this. I went through a dark, I like her honesty behind it.
Yeah.
And so many people don't like Letitia for a lot of reasons, but I feel like if she was to come out and be a little authentic, you didn't even got to tell the full 100%. Because Nell and Chris didn't even, tell it. We have no details.
She done whooped that woman's tail, went to her house and dragged her up out of her. I said, now I know that's right. And she said, but even in her doing that, she said, I'm never going to blame the woman.
Yeah.
He should did. But she kind of alluded to, but this one was just a little too disrespectful.
We're doing too much.
Doing too much.
So now
I'm going to have to pow. I'm going to have
to put, even when her and Chris both were explaining the patio situation, that was so funny to me. Because they were like, this stuff wasn't planned down there.
Told my shit up.
I said, see, this is what we need. We need a good old auntie on this show that talk just like this.
We need honest people, not fake stuff. Not, we ain't effing enough. I'm pregnant, but my husband got a vasectomy. I don't even want to see that bull smiggity.
Like she's about to be pregnant.
And she's not. Why are you playing with us like this? Carlos, why are you letting them waste film?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
And Girl, the people be on it with this Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. Apparently, Maurice getting sued, or he got no, he's not getting sued. Is he getting sued, or he got a whole bunch of debt? He like $65,000 in debt or something like that. And people were like, "You out here buying trucks? You need to pay off your bills." I was like, "Ooh, baby." Mm.
So I'm glad you kind of said that, because kind of piggybacking off what Nell said, that she was putting out a lot of fires. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she didn't want to come on the show. And when she said that, I understood. And by you
Yeah.
saying that made me remember my thought. Because the people out here doxing folks, and the people out here in the courts looking to see who got what and what's going on.
Mm.
So I'm not mad at Nell for saying, no, my house went in order.
Yeah. And
Y'all
I'm gonna
you come out here and embarrass me.
because I don't know if that's true about him and this stuff. But the Love and Marriage Huntsville crew, these people are sleuths. Okay, this is their side job, part-time job. They are all day looking for the things that these people are not doing right. And I'm
I
just,
agree.
mm.
I agree.
But what do
Am
you think about Mel and her friend, and her not going to coming down on the friend for going to the niece's 16th birthday party instead of her name changing ceremony?
I didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
I didn't like it. And I get that she was trying to be funny about it. But if she already told you that, girl, this is my niece, sweet 16, you know, and you're bringing it up, I feel like y'all had way more to talk about than you getting into her or fake being mad at her. I don't know if she was mad for it. I don't know. But I
Well,
feel like you could have been talking about, girl, it went off without a hitch. I know you had to do this with your niece. I understand.
yeah,
I would have rather her do that versus her saying, but I'm still mad at you and I'm still feeling away. Like, that's her niece and it's her sweet 16. Girl, we can go get some drinks today to celebrate the name change.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was a no for me, dog.
Yeah,
It was a no.
I don't think she really was that upset, but
I agree.
I think it was just a little bit extra. I think it may be alluding to her kind of testing the audience to see how they're going to react if she softly starts to bring a man on the show. That's what I think. And
Mm.
so it was a double pickup of, hey, y'all, little buddy over there that y'all be listening to, somebody ain't got no friends and carrying on. This is my friend, my real,
Correct.
that she
Yeah.
does. Clearly, Brittany looks so uncomfortable on camera because her friends don't like to they don't want to film. So
Mm-hmm.
closest to her friend Brittany and Dwania. Dwania is Kiki's best friend. So that's how they both share a best friend. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how Kiki and Mel are so close because of Dwania.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, I think she brought Brittany on so people can see I do have friends. Stop listening to Lil Buddy and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And if I am going to bring a man around or introduce him to the show, it's going to be around these people, not these other folks. That's my coworkers.
I agree. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't feel like she was mad for real, but I do wish that she would have took it a different
Yeah,
direction.
I don't
That's
think
all.
much emphasis on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she should have definitely took it in a different direction, and you
Yeah.
know, because I've been seeing on the Facebook group where it's kind of like you was trying to make it feel like she was more important
Yeah.
than her own niece.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't feel like Mel feel their way in real life. Of course, I do feel like this was for show, facade, and all of that.
Yeah.
But because of that, I wish she would have still went a different route.
Yeah. 100%.
I just wish. Okay, so we can end this thing out with, what do you feel about Kiki? What's that good name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Thank you. What is her name? And Stormy. Even though it ended their way, Tiger said, yeah, she was joking. I believe she was too. I agree with that. I was just saying that it could have just went a different direction.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so.
But I don't think she was mad or feeling away like she was trying to let on. Simply said Shay is said I feel like she was setting the stage for a man. Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
don't think she'll ever bring a man on the show. I don't
I,
think she'll
I,
ever bring a man.
I don't know. I think
I don't
that
think she
may have gotten wind of them trying to bring little bobblehead gator mouth
mm-hmm.
curry goat on screen. She filmed with the men,
Correct.
but that film was never going to see the light of day. So and then with all his latest shenanigans trying to hurt going shopping with her for her kids and this, that, and the third. She will probably do that just to spiral Martell out of control or just to show I'm moving on with my life. I don't really give a damn about what y'all doing over there. She may allude to a man. She not gonna. I don't know if she'll ever really bring him on where his face is showing.
Yeah, I don't think she
Yeah,
would. I think that she would say she's dating or found her a boo. I think she would, do something like that. But I don't think she would ever, in my opinion, I don't think that she'll ever bring him on the show because she had so much of her life already exposed. And she already kind of talked about and alluded to that in an interview where she feel like this would be something that she'll just keep to herself. And we see how her millimeters went after the other guy. It would be 10 times worse if she was to
but
bring a man on
you
this show.
see you in public sometimes, right?
Huh?
I'm like, here's my thing. She does know people see her in public, right? The man is not gonna. Whoever she dates, I don't care what her requirements are. No man is going to walk around with a mask on their face.
Yeah.
Like the dude came out on stage with a mask on,
Mm-hmm.
like not show himself. However, you came out with this mask on. Who's to say somebody take a picture of your outfit? You're not gonna change your clothes in the back, and if she making you do all that, that's too much. The man
Mm-hmm.
point where he's like, okay, I'm not doing all this little bullshit. Listen,
Yeah.
I won't be like doing too much to be trying to be seen, but we gonna go out to dinner. We gonna go on vacation. If somebody see ass on this flight with me, god damn it, and they take a picture, it is what it is. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. G Baby said, "Do y'all think Tiffany and Lou are leaving the show?"
No, but I think they will leave the show. I don't think that they will leave the show voluntarily on Tiffany's end. I
Okay.
think he wants to leave. I think that he sees what it's doing to his wife. She has become fame hungry and she's doing too much. This is altering their whole environment. Like this is effing up their whole vibe.
You know what I think? And I was intending to say this the last time we talked about Little Mary Huntsville, but I ended up forgetting. But when I saw how it was going to end, the thought came back, which is I feel like Big Lou was all in. All
Mm-hmm.
right, if you want to do the show, let's do the show. And I feel like Big Lou probably lost a lot of money and opportunity running up behind this show and behind Tiffany to film.
Yep.
And probably when he got his Love and Marriage Huntsville check, he was like, so we did all of this
Yeah,
for
he's
this check. For
yeah.
this, right. And that's just me. He hadn't came out to say nothing. That's just my personal opinion. To where he was like, it's not worth it. And then when he said that, I was like, oh, I kind of feel like what I was thinking is kind of right
Mm-hmm.
on spot, where he feel like it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
I can make more money,
Doing my business.
have more opportunities, right? If I can't have nobody in the gym because y'all want to film, and this scene may take an hour and 2 hours. I lost hour 2 hours of money.
Right.
I can't go to the game because I got to go to this bull crap of an event that y'all have. Like it's always something. So, in my opinion,
Yeah.
he was like, "I ain't doing it this season. I got things to do. Bills got to get paid."
Yeah. And he's
And
not going to sacrifice. I don't think he because that it shows me that he's not going to sacrifice because he hasn't been filming. He's
yeah,
like, I'm traveling with my baseball team. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm not. This little what yin yang you giving me, Carlos King? This ain't enough.
It ain't enough. It ain't worth it.
And I think he's looking at it like this show has made my wife trick me into having a baby, which I didn't want to have.
Yep.
You have got me all the way effed up. Like
Yep.
I that he is rethinking his whole life right now. Like he's like, wait a goddamn minute. We done got ourselves into another 18-year plus commitment.
Yep.
Of
I
raising.
agree. And I agree. And the fact that she's trying to do this and that, and it's like, look, you trying to make it harder than what it is, and the show ain't worth it. And I'm glad he kind of broke the fourth wall by saying, like, you losing this over a show.
Exactly.
That we ain't making millions off of. Like, we ain't making no kind of Nene money or Candy Birds money.
No.
We ain't making this kind of money. It ain't worth it.
And Tiffany is not that much of a pillar on the show.
Ain't.
For it to be like, I like the fact that she brings things up, but I don't like the fact that she don't stick with it. Like she
don't follow through.
It's very double Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
But stay in the middle.
Yeah.
You're always losing your footing. I don't like it.
Yeah, she don't follow through. And I guess we'll see the conversation sad, child, how between them three. It's really not given. Yeah, that's all I got for Love, Marriage, Trust friend. You got anything?
My last but not least, because I mean we don't need to talk about Stormy and her cousin and hiring them and her blah blah. Kiki and Tiffany, you keep bringing the baby to these sessions because you don't want to get your ass whooped. That's what that is. You are not that this is baddies East, but you know what you're doing.
Hide behind the baby.
He was like, oh, we have a baby. And girl, that baby ain't meaning the goddamn thing because I'm still gonna say what I want to say.
Yeah.
So I do want to see that, but yeah. That was it. I'm excited to see the Fletchers next week. That's all.
I am super excited. I'm glad they're on the show. I like the fact that they have grown kids. I like that we can see more of a dynamic because everybody else have younger kids.
Yep.
Especially Mel and the Scotts. Yeah, the Holt and Rogers and the Scotts. They have little kids, and even with MJ. Maurice Jr., he don't like being on the show.
No.
But again, he's still in high school. He's still a child. Right. Versus adults want to be on TV. They gonna want to talk. They gonna, and I'm here for it.
Yep.
I want to see the dynamic. I want to see how it comes about. Hopefully, Dr. Francis will come back because I like Dr. Francis.
That's gonna be a whole mess. I cannot.
I think this is what we need to see more of a full dynamic of them versus trying to be in the mess and messy like I think how other castmates are. But that's just my opinion. That's it. That's it. Oh, and it's my favorite line that Miss Nell said.
What?
That she was the richest and the wealthiest out of the whole cast. Okay, girl, you better talk your mess.
Love it. I love it.
You better Nell.
And I wanted her to end it with, and don't you forget it.
Don't forget it.
Say that, but she didn't. She was just like, I mean, we are, but but we have just more assets and things like that. Then she tried to dumb it down a little bit. We already knew what it was when you was giving homegirl $22,000 out the gate, and all the money that she kept rattling off that she giving these kids. This ain't no chump change.
Okay.
Yeah, this ain't no weed, Ray. You giving out some real money over here.
Dropping coins.
Yes. Okay.
Come on, Miss Nell. Y'all know that's my girl.
Gotta come through, honey. Okay. And Chris with his plaid suits on. He over there, looking like a used car salesman, but selling the houses.
Selling all the houses. Like he about to tell you some insurance, but hey. He's selling houses. Who's gonna be able to get to RHOP and Married to Medicine? We'll see, but we got to get to this Diddy story.
Yeah, let's do that. I think we can chop
we'll chop them off the list. Maybe next time, y'all. But let's get to Diddy. So we already know that Cassie came in and opened up Pandora's box. Maybe she unlocked the gates, and the water has went all out. The floodgates are open, and Diddy world is shook. So if y'all don't know about this, y'all been living up under a rock. But I'll go ahead and fill y'all in. So Cassie has came out last Thursday with a lawsuit for $30 million, y'all, and had 35 counts against Diddy, P. Diddy, Love, Brother Love, Sean Combs, whatever other name and alias he gave himself.
Mm-hmm.
And had 35 counts against him. Y'all, this was the quickest settlement I've ever heard in all of my adult life. Because baby, on Friday, he cut the check.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I feel like he thought that was a flex. Like, oh, I got money. So he thought that people were going to look at that like a flex. No, baby. We looked at it like
You're guilty.
Don't want them 35 pages of information that dropped. You don't want us to see how real it is.
Right.
Because Cassie hit checkmate. And I'm going to tell you why. She got money and everybody, she aired him out at the same time. People believe it.
Yep.
They believe that stuff because he has done so much, allegedly, in the past. He has been connected to so much foolishness that it's not hard to believe it. But people keep on talking about it was a money grab. If it was really about justice, she should have went on through. And that pisses me off that people keep saying that dumb shit. Because my thing is, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say a couple cuss words. I think of people saying that dumb shit because my thing is, y'all ain't saying shit about the fact that this man was beating her black and damn blue, sending her on vacations for a week to heal herself, paying off doctors, having her get medication in her name to give to him, doing some Sodom and Gomorrah bullshit. Got her fucking on men in front of him, talking about pick the one with the big black. Okay, all of that. So you putting her through all of this. And that's the thing about these men from back in the day. You had access to all these women that would be willing to throw it at you, but you kept single-handedly going after these young women that couldn't fight back. This girl wanted to sing. I just want to sing.
I just want to sing.
Shout out to Music Soul Child. I just want to sing. But she wants to sing. She's in this contract with you. She's seen all the bullshit that you've done to other people. She's scared out of her damn mind. You control somebody's mind, then everything else follows. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He took that girl from Ryan Leslie. I never forget when she was dating Ryan Leslie, and he doing all this stuff out. I think Ryan Leslie was signed to him. I thought.
Well, point. I think so too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so we ain't never heard no music from him again. And I loved Ryan Leslie.
Yep.
So you are doing all of this stuff. It's very similar to L.A. Reid.
You know what it's giving? I told when I did this, I said this is about to be an R. Kelly case.
Yep.
It's about to be R. Kelly. And to your point, for people to say, why didn't she go to court? Why didn't she do anything? Because the reality of it is he can pay off Cassie. But guess who he can't pay off? The DEA, the DA, the FBI, the judge, the state, federal. How many more alphabets in the soup that we can go on? He can't pay them off. Yeah. So the reality of it is that guess what? She did her job.
She did.
She did her job. Yep. She got it out there. It's been known. I feel like Diddy knew that the evidence was so damning to him that he had to cut it off.
Yep.
He had to. Yep. But now, because she did this, everybody's eyes are open. Same thing with the R. Kelly case. He can pay off folks. But he can't pay off like all the other things I just said. They're going to get him on RICO like they got R. Kelly. And it's going to turn into a criminal case.
Yep.
And he's going to be over there doing the same thing.
If you out here unleashing on folks again, they're going to go right back to that 35-page deposition.
Sure
And
is.
that deposition is golden.
Yep.
That's what I was leading to. She is very, very smart.
She knew what she was doing.
If this was a money grab, no. She did that on purpose to protect her family. Because one, she keeps on seeing him with Carisha. She probably looking at this like, that's me all over
again. Yep.
I don't want this girl to go through this. Mind you, I wanted a career. This bitch has a career already.
Yep.
Sit back and fuck her life up with this old ass man that is in a midlife crisis. Obviously, you doing all this bullshit, running around on yachts and wasting your money and fucking up people's music careers. I don't even know how the man has all this money, because you had all these people that signed to your record label, but none of them are successful.
Because he kept the money. But I said this, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't feel like Diddy has what is implied. He have already lost deals before this Cassie stuff even came out. He lost the alcohol deal, and I think he lost like a cannabis or something type deal. That he's
tequila.
He lost one of the alcohol deals. He lost that, which he's suing for. Because the Shade Room posted that months ago, how he's did a lawsuit, for them, so because he feel like they did it underhandedly and took him away. But anyway, he was already losing deals. I feel like he knew this was coming down the pipeline, because he also in that time was trying to give.
Oh no, Sean. It was just getting good.
Okay, there it goes. He was trying to give the publishing back to the artist. But Aubrey O'Day, if y'all been following her, she was like trying to tell them, don't sign it, because here's why. When he's giving back the publishing, he's also making them sign an NDA.
Wow.
So if you sign an NDA, you can't talk about me no more. You can't say anything. You can't do anything. And a lot of people took the deal. Now, here's the thing when it comes back to Cassie, and let me wrap it back around to her. Although she got this $30 million or whatever she got, because it was an undisclosed amount, whatever she got, I'm almost for sure that his lawyers gave her an ironclad NDA. You better not ever in your life speak my name again. Not even your kids and their kids. I'm sure that mug is airtight.
Yep.
And I feel like that's another reason why he paid the money. I can give her the money, but you're going to sign this NDA.
Absolutely. And that's what they said. Just she cannot talk about anything. But it's talked about. It's in the deposition.
It's already out there.
It's out there. So that's what I'm saying. People keep on coming for her, talking about this was a money grab, whatever. No, baby. The money was not the motive, but
sure wasn't.
Great layup, right? But that money will never replace the years of turmoil and demise to her spirit that this man has given her.
And we have to remember, too, that I think a lot of people are leaving out who want to make this about a money grab. She had an NDA, but her NDA had expired.
It expired.
I don't know why people keep leaving. That's a key piece to this puzzle. Like, that's the key that's unlocking this door. Her NDA expired. Guess what? She can talk now.
Yep. And she was right on the edge of the statutes of
sure was. Limitation. Yep.
It was perfect. It was like divine order for her to be able to. But so now what this does, even he had to give her all this money. Now, if he do some crazy shit and try to blow up her house or like do some shit to her car or try to fuck around with one of her kids or her husband or something like that, that 35-page deposition
the finger gonna point right back to him.
So he will not do no monstrous stuff. You might want to just sit down and be quiet.
And I feel like for me, because all of this is coming out, they're pulling up old stuff. And the worst thing I think it can be is have public opinion. Because once the public get to you, it don't matter what they say in the court. Mm-hmm. They gonna have their own thoughts and process, right? But even with all of this being said, they want to look into Kim Porter's death again. And I'll be sure has been doing cryptic messages as well about Kim Porter. Kamora Lee also doing cryptic messages about Kim Porter.
But you know what bothers me about a lot of these celebrities? I'm so sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Y'all on this monstrous stuff to people, and you just sitting back and not saying nothing. There is never a time that anybody is around me that has enough money that's going to allow me, that I'm going to sit back and allow myself to be a part of their bullshit. Me seeing it means I'm a part of it.
Thank you. And that's why
never.
That's why I understand when everybody want to blow up over R. Kelly. You know how many people R. Kelly worked with? R. Kelly didn't work everything for all the R&B artists you see today. Mm-hmm. From the 90s, rappers, everybody. Come on now. And the same thing with Diddy. And I'll say this too, though. Kamora was grown. Very much so. She was very much grown.
She was young. They were preying on young girls.
Yep. She was groomed. Dang, I saw that and made me forget what I was about to say about P. Diddy. It'll come back to me. Mm-hmm. Dang. It was gonna be good too, y'all.
Damn. It's still gonna come out.
You're gonna say.
I'll talk while you think about it. So Kamora was 19, then Diddy was being like, L.A. Reid was his mentor.
Yes.
And Mims did an amazing show talking about a lady. What's her name? Drew something. I can't remember. Was it Drew? She was a lady that was an executive that worked for him. And him and Russell Simmons, I'm going to say allegedly because, you know, I don't, she's suing them because they were sexually harassing her. And like, she ended up leaving the company and then going to Arista Records. And then, because she was very talented, she's like behind a lot of the great songs that's been out. Mm-hmm. The tables turned some kind of way where L.A. Reid ended up being her boss again. And she was going through cancer at this time. And here he go with the BS again, trying to mess up her career. And I'm like, you got somebody like that, L.A. Reid, which also was, he saw that, oh, Russell is getting away with it. I'm going to harass her too. Mm-hmm. And this is the person that has groomed Diddy.
Yep. You groomed Diddy.
You got your dick slinging around other men, humping and dick diving and whoever is in the room. I don't know if it's a booty or a puss. We don't know with you. Because you telling her to order the man with the big black. Okay? Sick.
I've been telling y'all that Carisha, you remember we was right here. Mm-hmm. And I think Jeremy was on the panel then. And I said, y'all, Carisha is the beard. Yeah.
I saw that interview with Southside, G Herbo, and
yeah.
I said, ugh. But
I couldn't watch it. I was like,
it's too much. But looking at that, Diddy better not fuck around with Carisha because Southside he crazy. Mm-hmm. And damn, how much money you got? That motherfucker will kill Diddy.
I think her mama too. I think JT. I think Young Mike. I think all of them with the ish. Mm-hmm. I honestly feel like all of them are with it and would.
Yeah, I don't. He ain't wrapped too tight, so I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, I don't know what nobody would do. Let me clean it up and say that what nobody would do. But from that interview, if you can display yourself like that, you a follower. Number one, but two, you ain't wrapped too damn tight.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that ain't gonna be a good look. But Carisha, I just feel like he's mentally grooming her now. Like she'll probably get to the point where he'll be done took over her body at some point too, because she's just like doing all the little stupid stuff, putting up signs at the award show, and you just so
Yeah.
man. I
My
don't.
thought came back.
Go ahead, go.
My thought came back. Misha, Justin's mother.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when Justin got that DUI and Misha lost her mind?
Yes.
Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And Misha was like, I'm tired of covering up for you. I'm tired of, she's like, you always doing stuff like this. Now, let me take another part when it comes to Misha, because Misha, girl, your son is dang near 30 years old. First of all, calm down. I can see if your son was 16, 19 years old, and okay.
Yeah.
This nigga almost 30 years old, if he ain't already. Pipe down on that. Secondly, now because it's your child, now all of a sudden you want to get all mad and want to air his business when this nigga been doing bad the whole time you've met him.
Mm-hmm.
And Misha, like with stuff like that, I don't like stuff like that because you've been doing what Diddy was doing. But now it's affecting you personally. Now you want to air him.
Crazy.
I'm gonna keep quiet no more. I'm gonna tell out. Girl, you should have been talking a long time ago.
She wish she gonna get her money, but she was a prominent stylist back in the day. Like me, I think her name is Misa Hilton.
Misa, okay.
She was that girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is to this day. But I think that these people allow this man to water down their greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Money is like very powerful, but it is never powerful for you to control me and my destination.
Yep.
There's no way I would have allowed him to do that to me. And all these people that's around him, helping him, bodyguards, all this stuff that's sitting around helping him do this stuff. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They really should. I would not be participating in this man's bullshit.
And that's what they're doing. They're all covering up for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for Justice Mom, Misa, whatever the girl name is, I think for her, I think she also has a blind loyalty to Mary J because Mary and Sean are really cool.
Yeah.
And they're super tight. And I don't think that she'll want to blow up the spot because I feel like it'll put Mary in a bad light.
Well, Mary, you're in a bad light for hanging out with him.
Yeah.
If you out with somebody like that, because people have said that this man is the reason allegedly behind the Jamie Foxx stuff. He's the same thing that happened to Jamie Foxx was the same thing that happened to Albie Shore.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Winky dink that is.
Yep.
So you are allegedly out here terrorizing people behind the scenes, and nobody is speaking on it.
Now, word on the curve is, I guess this may be conspiracy. I don't know where we at now in this part, what I'm about to say. But word on the curve is why everybody was mad at Suge. Suge was really the Diddy, and Diddy is really the Suge Knight.
Wow.
This is what's coming out now. Like, he was the one who set up we know Biggie, because I talked about this. Mm-hmm. Biggie, oldest child, he only have 2 biological kids, which is the girl, and then Faith Evans' son. Mm-hmm. Faith Evans' son gonna do well regardless, because Faith Evans went off, had a career, all of these things. Mm-hmm. But his daughter never got a dime of that money.
What?
I don't think she got anything.
Wow.
Nothing. I don't think Biggie's mother got anything, but Diddy has been making money off of this man since the day he died.
And that's crazy to me.
Since the day he died.
I'm glad you brought that up because I always wondered that, because you didn't have, none of your artists are doing well.
None of them.
None of them are making any money. So what makes me think that Biggie in death, you're taking care of his family, and that was supposed to be a friend? I think he probably was a part of him not existing anymore, because Biggie eventually would have been like, man, fuck you. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Probably
I
would have.
think that Biggie was going to leave. Now, again, going back to the word on the curb, I don't know how true this is because, of course, he's dead. He can't speak for himself. But
Right.
word on the curb was that they were already into it.
Mm.
Biggie and Puff, at the time he was Puff, they were already into it. And he was already talking about leaving Bad Boy, but Biggie was his moneymaker.
See?
And see, that's when Diddy was bringing in Look Him. He was bringing in the Locks, and what's the little boy name that was up under him? Little C's.
Yes.
Okay, so that was Biggie doing. But
Wow.
remember, Kim and Puff Daddy, they just started back talking.
Because he was stealing her money too.
He was stealing the money. Remember, Mace, he been
Yeah.
on his neck until Diddy finally gave him the money.
Why would anybody sign to his record company?
Because he did it.
No.
Unfortunately,
I
he
will
did it.
I will play my songs on YouTube and Instagram forever.
But see, we ain't have like I'm an artist. They ain't have YouTube back in the 90s. They
Crazy.
didn't have it.
This man, unbelievable. But Mims did on his video said something about Kim Porter. They're starting to think that she didn't pass away the way that they're saying that she did. She
Correct.
didn't answer, and that they he burned her book that she was writing.
But that's everybody. So all of them was under Bad Boy, which y'all can go and find. You had Heavy D.
Mm-hmm.
You had Al B. Sure, Puff Daddy, L.A. Reid, and it's one more person, a fifth person. Everybody is dead but Al B. Sure and Puff. Everybody is dead.
Mace isn't dead.
He wasn't a part of the owning whatever it was that they had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All of them died of a mysterious heart attack.
See?
Heavy D died of a mysterious attack. Let me see if I can find it. Go ahead, friend. Let me find it.
Some of the comments, Danny D. Kane was good. He helped to destroy that group going along with Aubrey O'Day, allegedly. Yeah. Danny D. Kane, I think that would have been a very, very good group. But you know what? I knew that Diddy was crazy and touched when he was sending people to get cheesecakes in the middle of the night. That don't have nothing to do with loyalty.
Nothing at all.
Like if I know how to sing, develop me as an artist, not as a gopher.
Yep.
You worrying about the wrong shit. And have y'all heard that song that Diddy has? I guess I gotta move on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said it was towards
Cassie.
Yeah.
Now knowing in that 35-page deposition what was going on, I listen to that song so much differently now.
I'm gonna have to listen to the words.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull them up.
Okay. I'm gonna have to, because I never like listened to Diddy, especially his newer stuff.
Girl. Okay, here's the lyrics. He was saying she don't want my love. I guess I gotta move on. I guess I came a little too strong. I guess she don't want my love. I guess I gotta move on. I guess. So you came a little too strong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to give it all to you, baby. Brand new Mercedes, a newborn baby, yeah. And I told you your love too lazy. What do you mean your love too lazy? Damn, all you had to do was love me, baby. And it gets so frustrating. Yeah, why you want to go and test me, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Test me? Like, okay, so you made me mad, so it's okay for me to put my hands on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, grade me and tell me I'm failing. Yeah, keep telling me things like you done trying with me, done fighting with me. Yeah, gave you a ring. I was going off the deep end. Yeah, on DeLeon, my drink for the weekend. Sent you some things. Yeah, when I was done drinking. Like, girl, he with you for the wrong reasons because you was with me. Tell him stop reaching. Guess that's just a jealous of me. I'm salty and needy. My wounds keep bleeding. You found a new man, so I gotta move on. Guess you got a new agenda with someone you barely know. I won't say you're wrong. Guess you had to move on. Wow.
I'm finna send this to you, Shay, just so I can open it up and I'm finna share it on
Andre.
the that's who name I couldn't think of. So I'm finna ready share it for y'all. But I had to send it because I couldn't send it to myself.
Oh, okay.
So I sent it to you.
Okay.
So
You
I'm finna ready pull it up for y'all.
Oh, this lady.
Jaguar Wright.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And people thought she was crazy.
Thought she was crazy. I mean, something she is a little touched. I'm definitely gonna say that. She a little
She said she saw the boy that was on dag, what's that show? Um Lucius Lyons. What was this? Empire. Uh Brashear Gray. She
mm-hmm.
saw him running from the Smith's house.
Past. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what?
City's starting to look more and more like the Grim Reaper.
Our record started with 5 people: Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure,
Is that music gonna get you copyright?
and Puffy.
Oh
And
crap.
Kim, she was
Hopefully it
Andre's
won't.
personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. Only two left are Puffy and Al, almost died. Isn't that interesting? You want to know what they all had in common, though? They were all writing tell-all books. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? It's too many coincidences. Fuck you, honeycomb. We gonna get you and your little dog, too. Run as fast as Cassie did.
Mm. Wow.
So that's all of them. Everybody is dead. Now people didn't think much of it, even with Kim Porter, because when she passed away, they made it seem like it was pneumonia. But the doctor, the coroner, huh?
I thought they tried to say she had cancer.
She had
Uh,
pneumonia.
Oh.
So yeah, so when the first examiner did it, they was like, "No, it's some foul play behind this." That examiner ended up dead days later when he gave his report. So
Wow.
then another examiner came back and was like, "Oh yeah, it's just pneumonia. She just had pneumonia, and that's how she passed away." But Albie Sure is like, "No, that ain't right." Kimora Lee's also saying, "No, that ain't right." And
Mm.
it's coming out even with Heavy D and everybody else. They have medicine to mask and look a certain way to make you have a heart attack.
What?
Yes. And they're thinking that's probably what happened to all of the people that they named off, like Andre, Heavy D. Make it look like it's one thing, but you actually already been drugged to so you can have the heart attack or have an issue and be like, oh, she had a heart attack. Oh, she had pneumonia. Oh, he had blah, blah, blah. But actually, they had something in their system.
So here's something, a medium Cassie takedown in July exposing Diddy part 2. There's a medium that says something about expose like that Kim Porter came to her and said, she said this back in July. She said that he's going to be exposed in November. And I was like, what? She's like, it's going to happen. It's apparently Kim Porter came to her her spirit came to her. This lady said this in July. She said that it was going to come out in November, all the things that he's been doing. And he's going to be revealed as the real villain. And I'm like, what? Oh my God.
I do feel like it's a domino effect. And everybody, they're doing it now. They're going back, pulling up all the shady stuff he said. Some of the stuff that people been cutting their eyes at, like, did he just say the grown man about another grown man? Like, all of, which is funny because I was just telling my husband is 50 Cent been talking about him for years.
Oh yeah.
Nobody ever listened to him. 50 Cent been saying, this nigga gay. This nigga out here doing all of this. This nigga out here, he wild. 50 Cent been pulled his card.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent is a troll, so of course they didn't take him seriously.
Seriously, right.
And say this because I already know the people. What's wrong with whatever floats your boat? I'm not saying it in that sense. I'm saying that 50 Cent always knew Diddy was some other mess.
But we live in such a world where you're allowed to live your life. So it's so many men out here that are hiding that they are taking it out on women and are beating up men, or just they're getting angry after they themselves and experience what they mentally have been wanting to do. And once they experience it in the real life, they're like, you made me do this. This is like, it's like in their head, they feel like they're wrong and they don't want anybody to know. Like that changes your status if somebody knows. And it's like, be yourself.
And then the bad thing about this is a domino effect. And I feel like this not finna get to take down Diddy. I think it's finna get to take down a lot of people. And I think what may be shocking to Diddy, in my opinion, when all of it came out, nobody was or clutching their pearls. That was kind of like, we kind of knew. Nobody is shocked. Nobody's caught off guard about the stuff that came out with Diddy. And that's why I kind of keep referring it back to R. Kelly, because when R. Kelly finally got caught up, everybody was like, well, we ain't had no real evidence, but we kind of knew. And Diddy is getting the same exact treatment where nobody is shocked and or caught off guard. But like what Angie said with the doctors, this is going to be a domino effect. And a lot of people is going to go down. Kind of bring up Michael Jackson a little bit. He passed away, but the doctor ended up getting in trouble.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be giving him all that medication.
And I think it's going, even with this, Diddy had all these doctors doing these things. Now these doctors can possibly, if it goes further, let's just say, you're going to lose your license.
Yep.
I hope you saved up all the money that this nigga gave you.
Is it worth it?
Was it worth it? You did all this schooling, had all these patients for you to lose it, and then to go let your legacy go down like this.
Yeah, they're going to be shaking in their boots. All the people that are connected to him, they are going to be shaking in their boots.
Yep, I agree.
Because they're going to be scared that, oh my God, am I next?
Yep, I believe so. I truly believe it. It's about to go down. Baby, the people are digging.
Yes, they are.
He's shook. And he's shook. He's feeling the effect of it. And bring up Suge Knight again, and we can go ahead and start wrapping up. Bringing up him again. Suge said he always knew who killed Tupac.
Wow.
He said he always knew. He said he just was never going to snitch. He said he always knew who killed him.
But he always just want to try to stay relevant. He got some podcast from jail where he just...
what?
Yeah, girl. He on some podcast where he calls and just be talking a whole bunch of shit on the podcast. Yeah. I would be if he end up saying something on his podcast.
But even with this, one more thing that came to my mind, how they arrested Keefe D all out the blue.
Who?
The feds.
They arrested who?
Keefe D.
Who was
for
that?
the murder of Tupac.
Wow.
But everybody's bringing it back up and was like, Puffy paid off Keefe. Like there's witness saying that Puffy and Keefe was seen together.
See,
it get deep. It like it's a whole rabbit hole you can go down with Diddy. And I said this, and this be my last words, and you can have yours. I only feel bad for the kids.
me
Because
too.
it's one thing that you have looked at your daddy as this mogul, this hero of some sort. He gave y'all a life of luxury, and for the legacy to go down because your daddy is a creep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, Quincy has backed out from Diddy for a while.
Oh yeah.
He has really backed out from him, which was weird anyway, because you got a whole daddy who was still alive.
Exactly. Like what?
That was weird within itself right there.
He probably, you never know. I'll be sure could have been pushing that for some strange reason. To keep Diddy off of him. Be like, okay, well, you close to my son, don't kill me. Who knows what that intent, but it's just a lot of foolishness. All I have to say is I'm glad that because she could have, the deposition didn't have to be that long. That was strategic. And people are missing that.
Yep.
That deposition was that long for a reason. She knew he was going to try to pay her off.
And I feel like she probably still left some mess out. This woman was with him for how many
years? Yeah. Absolutely. And she left almost everything nothing unturned.
Yep.
And she did that for a reason, because she knew he was going to that was what he was going to do. I'm going to just give you this money to shut you up.
Yep.
Because going through a trial with him, he would have never let her make it through that.
Mm-hmm.
Some freak accident. Oh, a Walmart truck hit her. You know what I mean? Like, you never know with this man. There have been people that have paid people off and still done stuff to them.
Yes.
Because then they like, okay, I paid you, but now I got you by the balls.
Yeah.
Because people will say, okay, take your pants off. All right, kiss this man, even though you're not gay. Do all this stuff. Taking pictures.
Take your picture. Yep.
Pay me. Now you got to pay me $50,000 or whatever for these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I give you the $50,000. You give me the pictures, but you kept one.
Yep.
And down the line, oh well, I do still have these pictures. So quid pro quo. You do something. I'll do something for
you. Mm-hmm.
It never ends. That's why you got to be very careful with who you interacting with, who you letting in your circle, who you saying stuff and revealing stuff to, because you just can't trust people nowadays.
I agree. I agree, and I don't think this is gonna get any better for him.
It's not.
And whatever he was fighting for the liquor and for the can of the weed type stuff, I think she should go and drop it and be done with it, because they done got a hold of it.
Yeah.
I think he needs to let it go, take your L.
Nobody's business with him anymore because he's not trustworthy now.
Nobody, and I think that's a lot of it too. And somebody brought up Russell Simmons, because he did this when all this mess was coming out about him. Oh, my foot went to sleep.
He fled to.
He sold everything.
Huh?
He sold everything.
Yep.
And he went to Bali.
Mm-hmm.
And he went somewhere where he can be sent back over here.
Yep.
It was done purposely. He knew that the crap was about to fall down on him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if I sell everything, what can I owe you? Nothing.
Right. Right.
And I ain't got nothing. Everything gone.
And now you a citizen of Bali, so you can't try me over here. He think he. But yeah, I mean, you just up and leave. You just leave your family.
Left everything.
That man is crazy.
But and he was the breadwinner.
Yep.
And I think he was keeping everybody afloat.
Mm-hmm.
His
Well,
brother?
was married to a billionaire at one point.
Huh?
She was married to a billionaire at one
I'm
point.
not talking about Kimora. I'm talking about his brother.
Oh.
Like, he was keeping them afloat and keeping them with a business. Because remember, Angela Simmons' business came out that she had a $65,000 back paying rent.
Yeah, she ain't paying her rent. I'm like, girl, you over
But
here.
I feel like Uncle Daddy left.
Mm-hmm.
That's who was paying for everything. I feel like that's what kept them afloat. He's gone now.
Well, I think that the dad is making enough money from his residuals for, Run DMC, and he has businesses and stuff. So I think that the Simmons name on his end, what Rev Run, I think
Yeah.
he I think he got his own money in his own right. Outside of Russell. Was Russell a support? Yes, but I think that Run DMC, people have been sampling their music, like he's
Mhm.
making money off of that.
Yeah.
So,
And Candy is right. Kimora husband, that's the whole situation in there
oh,
because he did steal a lot of money from Russell.
yep,
He did steal a lot of money. And yeah, this is a mess.
yeah. Kamora better keep on trying to praying people don't skip the month on Fabletics and try to get her money back.
It's bad. Chalet. It's bad. But I did say I'm gonna do a deep dive, and I plan on probably doing it Friday. Hopefully, I'll be able to get in and do it Friday. I'm off Friday, so see how that works out. But Brian, we almost at the 2-hour mark.
Right.
We're gonna wrap this thing up. I
We
guess I'll do a video about Married to Medicine. I didn't do one last week, so I guess
I'm do it.
I decided to do a video.
And I hope it don't come up for you now. This is totally off topic. I keep seeing these videos of somebody with black eyed peas connected on their neck, and it looked crazy. I was looking at something on my phone, and then the video just pops up of something else that looks similar. It just is making me itch. It's just ugh. And
Oh
they
no, I haven't seen it.
been it off of the neck, and I was just like, why does this keep coming up on my phone? I need this to stop.
We're gonna plead the blood of Jesus over there.
Yeah, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm gonna have to watch something after this. I can get it out. Flowers in the field. I need it out now. I seeing it. It's like, stop.
That is funny. No, I have not. Oh God, no. Shout out to Gwendolyn from Cali. Thank you for enjoying us.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Angie told doing the Lord's work. She said hit that like button if you haven't. What you waiting on? Thank you, Candy. She told us great chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, that's all we got next week. We're going to be back here doing it again, but we're going to be on my girl Shay channel. So tune in, and we're going to be on Diddy neck too. So
Listen,
now come on. We're going to be on Diddy's neck.
absolutely,
Last words, friend?
100%. Listen, tell the truth and shame the devil. Amen.
Amen. And on that note, make sure y'all pay y'all tithes and y'all offering by hitting our like button and sharing it out. Okay? She just gave you a word. All right, you guys. That's all we got. We ain't got no more. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy
If
Thanksgiving.
I don't come back before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all enjoy y'all family. We'll see you guys, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.